YouTube, Low Yard Gang, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown. It's your boys, Relle and King, man. Just here to celebrate the game that we love, and that's the NBA. Listen, man, glad y'all are here rocking with your boys for another episode 19 on Willis Reed. Listen, man, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're into NBA content, man, we talk about NBA content, whether it be new or old. Do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And also, too, man, everybody get them likes up for us tonight, man. Help us get them likes up so we can build that algorithm up to find more NBA fans like yourselves. All right, King, you ready to get to it, man?
I am, bro.
We got a pretty good show today, man, per usual.
I'm excited.
Spoiler alert, I got a jersey on for a reason. But listen, man, before we get into all the wardrobe and all that stuff, man, let's go ahead and talk about this one thing that we got to talk about, King. And I was told.
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 Jay Will might have had some interesting things to say.
I never asked for a single shot, but I'm going to ask for one right now because I feel like on this set, I'm the young Thundercat, okay? So I take that with a grain of salt before I say what I say. The run of international players just doesn't speak about how great international talent is. I think it speaks more about how comfortable and complacent American players have become. Think about that for a second. Think about AAU basketball. Think about all the things that we prioritize. Highlights, mixtapes, IG reels. We much rather show people all the trick shots than actually put the time in the gym. Now, I'm not saying that speaks for every American player, but as a whole, that's where the American society is at. I had a chance to be a producer on Giannis's marvelous journey. When you get a chance to see how some international players live, how damn hungry they are, how fundamentally sound they are. And also, European basketball, players here talk about like, oh, you have to go to European. You ever know how damn physical European basketball is? You hear some of these veterans, Isaiah Thomas, some of the greatest players to play our game, applaud the NBA for allowing the level of physicality to come back into basketball, which we've seen in the playoffs. Go over and watch European basketball. Go over and watch some of the traditionally historic teams play. You get a bow when you come down the lane. You get hit in the face. You get knocked down. Ain't no other teammate coming to help you. You get your own ass up. We have prioritized the showmanship of the game, Mike, and we have lost sight of what this game is about. Now, it just doesn't. There are players who are American players that play hard. I'm not saying that. But I do believe we focus on IG and other things instead of actually mastering the damn game.
Well, King, you heard what Jay Will said there, man. What's your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, I don't have much to say, bro. I mean, basically.
So it sounds like you said a broken clock is right twice a day, huh?
Yeah, like, I mean, sometimes these guys give good takes. We keep it real over here. But, yeah, he basically said everything. I would echo everything he said right then and there. So I don't have anything to say, really. Like, real talk. Jay Will, like, spot on. I feel like we talk about this kind of stuff all the time. We talk about it a lot. We talk Mavs. We were big fans of Luka and all that type of stuff. But we talk about the Giannis's, the Embiids, the guys. I don't think probably going into next year, an American player still won't be the favorite to be an MVP. And a lot of guys next, I guess generational player or just a guy to dominate the league. Most folks think it's going to be Wemby, and he's not from America either. So maybe Cooper Flag. We talk about him now. So I don't know, bro. I agree with him.
I can't remember who said this, but I remember just like a couple of years back, I think somebody once said that there's a difference between how the American players are prepared for, the NBA or whatever compared to foreign players.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying that with the NBA player, with the American players, they're focusing more like if you're a guard, you do guard like skills, right? You're a center, you do center like skills. They said the difference between them and the foreign players, they study all aspects of the game, which is why you see like a Jokic being 7 foot and have guard like skills, right? You see Giannis being able to move fluid as like it's some kind of a small forward or a guard or something like that. Luka being like 6'8", 6'9" or whatever, being able to control and facilitate the way he does or whatever. And so, when you talk about that type of stuff, you talk about them being more well-rounded players as far as being those upper echelon players in the league. Like I said, I don't think it's a coincidence that the best players in the league are all foreign. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a coincidence at all. We know that the national media, a la ESPN, has been trying to push an American-born player for the last 5-6 years now. It seemed like to be the face of the league, and every year they get outplayed by a foreign player, right? And it's like we see it right here happening, but they just want to act like it's be oblivious to it, act like it's not happening. It's just like, nope, I don't see it. Let's focus on Ant over here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or Jason Tatum. Let's make these guys to face no matter what we see is happening right here in front of us, no matter we see the outcome of what's going on in the league or whatever. And so it's just crazy because, he's part of that network that's been pushing those type of narratives. And for him to sit here and say it is kind of mind-boggling to me. It's like, bro, where was this energy at like 6-7 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I
Jay
don't
will still
understand.
say some weird stuff, but
Oh yeah, no. He definitely said some weird stuff, bro. There's no question. Like I said before we started talking, broken clock is right twice a day.
2 times a day, yes, sir.
You happen to be right those 2 times, part of one of those 2 times. You know what I'm saying? And so That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just crazy to me, bro. It's like, why can't you be this? What's the word I'm looking for? Can't say honest. I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
Insightful.
Thank you. There you go. Why can't you be this insightful all the time? You know what I'm saying? Because like you what he just said there is showing you that you can be insightful. You know what I mean? Like you can be educational and teaching and kind of and show folks how things run or whatever, or get a more of a broader outlook on things instead of being cookie cutter. Like it's the same answers, the same this, the same that every time we turn the TV on. Like we already know what you're gonna say.
Right.
Like even to the point. Remember you talked about us being We Talk Mavs. We had a show with the members one time. I ain't gonna never forget it. We had a show with the members, and matter of fact, it was a game and Luka scored 73, and every last one of us knew exactly what ESPN was gonna say that very next day, and it was crazy. They said exactly everything that we said they were gonna say that next day after he scored the 73. It was crazy, and that's what we've come to nowadays. It's like you've always said. It's like WWE. It's very scripted.
Yep.
So every once in a while, when you see stuff like this, it's like, whoa, I gotta highlight that. Hold on, can you hear what he said? You hear what Jay Will just said? I know he said something crazy last segment, but he said something right here. Gilbert Arenas 99% of the time says something crazy, but every once in a while he might hit you with some. Okay, hold on, Gil. Why can't you do that all the time? This the Gil we want, not this old whatever he said on the last segment or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't have a job, bro.
What's crazy? Well, what's crazy? I know you said that before, and I heard some other people say that. Y'all right. The thing is, if more y'all had that mind frame, they can't fire all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like if instead of you all like having that same mind frame, you rather all have the same mind frame of Stephen A. And now you got 25 Stephen A's on the network now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of y'all just saying, you know what? If we all band together and start being insightful in what we're talking about, they can't fire all 25 of us.
They can. They can, bro. So it's the people. At the end of the day, it's what we talking about today. That's crazy. The show's topic, as far as the toxic fandom and all that, it's the people. As long as the people keep watching ESPN and keep getting, that's the reason why Stephen A. Smith is on top of the world, bro. Like we talk about him all the time, but he's on top of the world because people watch him. So if you watch him, people continue to watch him, then he's going to be the face of ESPN, and ESPN is going to be the face of I guess, sports, and he's the face of sports, and the face of sports gives Stephen A. Smith takes. So that's the way ESPN is going to be handled.
Yeah, you know what? You actually right.
Yeah.
I told you my pops had made this comment a while back. When he was saying, because I remember, like I said, he said something one day, man. I told him, I think I was telling about Colin Cowherd. Colin Cowherd said something crazy one day. I'm like, man, I'm calling him. Like, man, you heard Colin Cowherd say this and that and this. And I remember he told me, he's like, man, look, the Colin Cowherds, the Stephen A. Smiths, and all them, they can't cover all 30 teams like that, man. So when they say stuff, it's not gonna be accurate. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you little cliff notes or whatever they heard, or whatever the case is, and that's what they gonna tell you. And if like you're not watching it for yourself to understand what's going on, then you gonna listen to them guys because we think that they know what they're talking about because what are they? The worldwide leader in sports. You know, I equate them to the Cowboys, right? The Cowboys are America's team, right? People are like, oh, they're not America's team. That's how I feel about ESPN. They're not the worldwide leader in sports no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many different avenues and stuff, man. So many outlets that you can listen to now to get your fix of whatever you want as far as sports wise. You don't gotta listen to ESPN no more. Because now what we're doing is too, you're listening to them. You damn near hate watching now. Man, let me watch whatever show he on now just to see what crazy stuff he about to say.
Yep.
Let me watch Colin Cowherd and just to see what kind of crazy stuff he gonna say. Because guess what that's doing for us? They're giving us content every Monday and Friday and Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know, like, yo, if we want to find something for this one of these segments, let me go look and see what Stephen A. said today. Let me go see what Kendrick Perkins said today. You know what I'm saying? Because remember I was telling you when we was looking up stuff, I said, bro, I don't want to keep talking about the same people, which they make it easier for
Bro,
you.
that's easy,
they always
bro.
say,
like,
yeah.
Every day I go look at Twitter. I'm like, that.
I'll be like, man, he said something crazy, but I want to keep talking about the same dude, bro. And so, I mean, that's how it is now. I told you, man. Kendrick Perkins, somebody I forgot. I think it was Dan Labertard. I like listening to Dan Labertard, bro. He be keeping it real.
He say some things I don't like as well, but that's everybody though. I'm not going to agree 100% with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? But like most of the time though, he keeps it real though. That's all I worry about.
When you say not agree with everything, when I say not agree with everything, I'm talking about as far like if he got to say for example, he thinks that Minnesota's going to beat OKC or whatever, right?
Yeah,
and he give reasons why. Now, I mean, I don't agree with it, but like you're not saying something far like wild or crazy or anything. When you say like some of the stuff we had, like when we're gonna get on him in a minute. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but some of the stuff that Kendrick Perkins says, like that's some stuff I'm like, yo, I can't listen to you, bro. Like you saying some off the wall stuff right now, bro. Like that's your stick now, right? Like them kind of guys are like, yeah, you say some wild stuff and you take it to the extreme. On top of that, I could probably count on literally one hand, how many times I agree with anything Kendrick Perkins said, and I don't even need all 5 fingers. That's how crazy it is.
I can respect Dan Lebatard's opinion. That's what it is. Like, yes, I know where he's coming from. Pause or whatever. Like, that's how I feel. Like usually when I hear him, you know who else opinion I respect, and I know people are polarizing about him and all. Bro, I'm not against Nick Wright, man. Nick Wright be saying some things that be wild. He do like anybody else because he the face of a network damn near. He is the face of the network now, I think.
Yeah, but I say he is Stephen A. Smith over there.
Yeah, but like sometimes I understand usually where Nick Wright's coming from. Pause. Like he say some wild things as well, but like even his LeBron takes, he does that for a reason and all. But like we're gonna get to that type of stuff. I don't even want to go there actually. So,
but no, I agree with you though. Like it's like most time he's right, but like when he's wrong or whatever, or say something wild, it's like he go like way left field when he does it. But most times, like when he's right, he be on it sometimes. You know what I'm saying, Paul? But yeah,
it was like I didn't have a thing against Max Kellerman. I like Max Kellerman's opinion. I thought Max had intelligent opinions. Like he would say some things that would be off the wall, but he would have evidence behind it. You feel like everything's not going to be what you think of or your opinion. Like he said the thing about Andre Iguodala. And people were like, oh my goodness. I knew exactly what he was trying to say, though. Like,
I did too.
When Iggy in the clutch, it's guys like Robert Horry and all, like guys that are in the clutch where the game is on the line and you like in the playoffs, hit a 3 for me, and you like, all right, Robert Horry will hit the shot. He's saying he believes Andre Iguodala will hit a shot like that. That's all he was trying to say. He's not saying he's better than Steph Curry or none of that type of stuff. And people try to take it all overboard. Oh my goodness, he's saying this and that. But like I said, I respected Max's opinion too, though. But they got rid of him, so. You see?
Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. But yeah, man, just want to kind of let y'all listen to what old Jay Will said, man. Like I said, man, every once in a while, like I said, because he comes off like a smart man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he has that type of talent to where I feel like he could be insightful because he has a lot of connections with a lot of people in the NBA and in the industry and stuff like that, bro. So I want. Oh, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, Jay Will used to be like he used to
The
battle a
next
lot.
up and coming, like,
But he used to battle a lot with Stephen A. Smith. Did you used to
yeah.
notice that, like back in the day when he was there, and like I think him and Stephen A. almost got into a shouting match, before and
They
all
did,
on TV
yeah.
about Kyrie. I feel like and all that.
Oh,
And
yeah. I
yeah,
remember that.
and then I feel like when that type of stuff started happening, I don't know if the firings and all that stuff, but like
You think he switched it up after the firings? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying he switched it up. I'm not trying, like, I don't want to put that on Jay Will. Everybody got Jay Will, like, was the number 2 pick. We know his whole career thing, and my man got to make his money. Jay Will is Jay Will. Like, do what you do, but I think they may have put pressure on him. That's all I'm saying. Like, stepped on his neck and said, "Bro, you better chill. You going at Stephen A. Smith?" I mean, Max Kellerman went at Stephen A. Smith. They fired him, right? Jay Will was the one on the morning show and all that was going. It was opposed to Stephen A. Smith. Would say stuff back to him and like yell at him and all. Say, "No, you are doing that. Don't say you aren't doing that and all." And
Cause didn't they move Jay Will to like the morning show at one point?
Yeah, they gave him the show with Max Kellerman and all that. I think him, Max, and somebody else.
They had sent
It was
him and Max
Keyshawn
out
or something like that. Him, Max, and Keyshawn at one
that show
point.
didn't last long at all.
Yeah,
bro.
they set Max up to fail.
Oh yeah.
It was all like, come on, bro. We knew what that was. Nobody wanted to see Max on anything else with boxing or First Take.
But the thing was though, like with Max, it's like I thought he was doing his job. Ain't y'all
He
supposed to be
was
going against each other or whatever?
Yeah,
Something
but
like,
because the reason is, like I just said, I would respect Max Kellerman's opinion. So I would be looking at the show and agreeing with Max Kellerman and looking at Stephen A. Smith as like a clown show or whatever. Like, bro, what are you saying? Come on, bro, with these crazy takes. You have nothing behind it and you just yell. You don't even like you don't give evidence. You just yell.
He always did it too, just to be against Max.
Yeah.
Kind of like when him and Skip used to do, like go that back and forth, but Skip actually was doing what Skip does or whatever. Like Max was doing that, and then like I guess he felt like, because like you said, a lot of times what Max was saying, I agree with him, right? And I guess he felt like he had to be opposite of him no matter what he said. So let me just say something wild or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so
because it felt like Max always had the correct take most of the time. But like I said, bro, and like on a personal note, like the Terrell Owens thing. Okay, I'm not gonna go there. Okay, you want? I'm about to say, I really want to. Hey, it is what it is, bro. But I'm just keeping it real. We can keep it out with the Max Kellerman thing. It is what it is, bro. It is. That's the way I felt. It is what it is. So
I mean,
so I'm saying, man, the guy went on the TV and said what most people were thinking. That's the reason why he was on the TV and not allowed to go back on there again. So it is what it is. I'm just saying.
I was thinking it before he said it. I'm just saying.
We just thinking it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we can leave it alone.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what was that brought to you by, man?
Our friends over at Fanatics, bro.
Yes, sir.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem them in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Got an interesting little tidbit here, King. Before we get to the main topic, man, you know I gotta hit you with one of these debates. Listen, man. Forget that question. I know the question says all in the same draft. Which pick? You know what? Okay, yeah. Who would you draft first? We're gonna do that, and then I want you to rank these guys, King. Okay. All right, you got 9 of them. You got to rank them. For the people who listen to us on podcasts, check this out, man. So the question is, all in the same draft. If all these people were in the draft at the same time, I'm talking about all in their prime or whatever, young, whatever. Which point guard is drafted first? Okay, here are the options. You got Dame Lillard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Gary Payton, Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving, and Jason Kidd. All right.
Okay. So the first question is the easiest, I feel like. all in the same draft. Which PG I'm drafting first? That's Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, that's what these. But so after that, this is where stuff get weird. All right, second. Crazy. I feel like the right answer is to say John Stockton. I'm not though, bro. This is wild, man. So isn't John Stockton the top 5 point guard of all time?
Yes, he leads in assist. A record that would
But
never
he's
be
not. I mean, but is he? I'm being serious. Like real talk.
is I would say I gotta look at the list again. But if you ask me right now, I'd probably say yes. But
He never was number one.
That's why I'm about to ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying not to be biased. Maybe you can help me out here. Is John Stockton better than Jason Kidd?
So I done already told you. I think Jason Kidd is top 5 point guard of all time. I don't know where that Chris Paul. We can get to that part later on, but I don't know where that. But as far as all right, you know what? Screw it, man. I ain't going off of what everybody say the list is. I'm going off of my personal list right now.
Go ahead, King.
All right,
you tell him.
So number 1, Isaiah Thomas. Right?
Easy. That's yes.
Number 2. Whoa, bro, that is crazy. Number 2, wow. I'm gonna go Jason. Number 2. This is gonna be a hot take. This is gonna be crazy hot. Number 2, I'm gonna go Steve Nash, bro.
I knew you were gonna say that, you traitor.
I'm gonna go Steve Nash number 2, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like people like sleep on Steve Nash now, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Steve Nash number 2. I'm gonna go 3, Jason Kidd.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 4.
Oh, you really gotta think about this. I think I know who
I was gonna say Gary Payton, but I don't want to just keep it old school. Like, is Gary Payton better than Russ and CP3? No, I don't think he is. So, all right. So I got
Gary Payton not better than
No, go ahead. Gary Payton not better than who?
Than Russ and CP?
I don't think Gary Payton better than CP3, bro. Gary Payton, like, all right. So you thinking of Gary Payton, right? Is Gary Payton a bona fide number 1?
No.
It's like that. I don't really know who to choose number 1 is between him and Sean Kemp. They were like the real 1A, 1B. You feel me? Like the real definition. So if it's Sean, then you feel what I'm saying? Like that's like John Stockton as well. So I'm gonna go Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. No, I'm sorry. Chris Paul, John Stockton, Russ, Kyrie, and I didn't pick Gary Payton yet, did I? Damn.
Oh man, hold on.
Let me rewind.
Because while you getting your list, I'm trying to see if I get my list.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul.
So Chris Paul better than John Stockton?
No, that's why it's like, bro, what? Chris. Is Chris Paul better than John Stockton?
I don't think so. Shout out to Jay.
I've never seen John Stockton has never been a number 1 though, bro. He's never been a number 1. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he's never led a team to anything. If Chris Paul and John Stockton were the last 2 people for that dream team, you think they'd pick John Stockton over Chris Paul? If Isaiah Thomas wasn't included, it was between Chris Paul.
Probably so. I mean, that's when time Stockton too was leading the league in like assists like damn near every year.
Chris Paul was that dude too, though, bro. This is my list. I'm going mine. You can go with yours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to disrespect anybody. So this is no disrespect to nobody on this
Oh,
list.
you being disrespectful, but it's okay. Go ahead.
I got you. Chris Paul.
You got Dame, Russ, Gary, and Kyrie left. Oh, and Stockton.
John Stockton too. Chris Paul. John Stockton.
I already know who you got last.
Yeah, that's the easiest one. John Stockton. Kyrie. Gary Payton. Oh my goodness, bro. What? That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting Russ and then Dame. Russ second to last. Am I really? I am. Russ and then Dame. I'm gonna do it. I know Russ got the MVP. I'm gonna do it though. That's crazy. I'm gonna do that. That's on my list.
Okay. Give me Isaiah, Kidd, Nash, Stockton, Chris, Kyrie, Gary, Russ, and Dame.
Okay, so our last three are the same. Our last four are the same, basically. The switch is really what? Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. And then you got Stockton.
I got Stockton fourth.
Over Chris Paul, right?
They got Chris Paul fifth.
Yes. So yeah, okay. All right. That wasn't as far as I thought it was. The last four the same. You had GP as third from the bottom. I thought you was gonna have him like, you were talking. I couldn't put GP that high, bro. That's crazy. And I don't have nothing against GP. Like,
no, I just wanted to get your answer. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were saying. Like you had okay, Russ and man,
that's crazy. I got GP better than Russ.
I'm just asking.
I know, but we already said it, but like Gary Payton better than Russell Westbrook.
I'm just trying to make sure you are gonna stay concrete with your answer. That's all.
I'm not. You making me change my answer, bro. Gary Payton better than Russell Westbrook.
Man, I really gotta sit and think about that, bro.
That's wow, bro. Like, is Gary? Oh man, that hurts, bro. You know what? I'm switching it up. I'm switching it.
So you gotta. Hold on. You gotta take. We looking at OKC, Russ.
I'm looking at I'm looking at the best version of Russell Westbrook when he won an MVP and all that, and when he was with Kevin Durant as well, because Gary Payton was with Sean Kemp, so you get to include him with Kevin Durant.
So was Russ a top 5 player when he was at his peak?
No, but he might have been the top 10. Actually, when Russ was MVP, was he top 5? No, he wasn't. He was top 10.
No, he was top 10. I'm talking about when him and Kevin Durant played together. Like when
when him and KD, he was a top 10 player. I feel he got maybe got the top 10. He maybe top 15. He was top 15 for sure because he was all NBA with Kevin Durant and all. He might have been top 10 though. He was near.
Okay, so at any point in Gary Payton's career was he top 10?
No.
There you go.
That's why I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Russ better than him, man. Russ. But that means Russ better than John Stockton too, then by that logic, right? I'm just saying.
Nah, I still got Stockton, bro.
I've still got Stockton above him too, but I'm just saying, based off your logic, though, I don't think John Stockton ever been a top 10 player, has he?
Well, the reason why I was asking you that about Gary Payton and Russ, I was trying to give you, to help you kind of decide which one was which.
Stockton factor, because they both basically had the same type of career. They both were like number 2, and then Russ had a better, like he had a number 1 level career for a second where he won an MVP. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm Isaiah Thomas, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, Chris Paul. Oh no, I said Chris Paul first. Chris Paul, John Stockton, Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry, Kyrie. Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, Gary Payton, Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary Payton second to last. He better than Damian Lillard in my opinion, though.
Okay. But yeah, man, comment section. Y'all already know what to do, man. Y'all let us know, man, who y'all picks are, man. What order do y'all draft these guys in? Y'all let us know.
I think all these guys should have been top 75 except for Damian Lillard. No disrespect.
Oh man, shots fired, bro. Shots
You
fired.
disagree?
Nah, not really.
Oh, okay. You be trying to leave me alone, Mary Pause. I be seeing you. Seeing you. I be throwing them lifesavers out there though all the time. I'm like, what you say? You
I be trying to see if you gonna stand no takes. Pause.
You be leaving me alone. Like, oh no. That's just all you. But yeah.
Listen, we're gonna definitely need your take on this one, King. Check this out. So Michael Jordan believes his fan base has a toxic energy. This is pretty interesting, man. Because listen, man, you go online, and right now all you're gonna see is the GOAT debate, right? You're gonna see the LeBron fans versus the MJ fans. Then we talk about it so many times on the show. Both fan bases attacking each other, just toxic all the way around. And I think we've heard some stuff, LeBron say some stuff here, man, over the last handful of years or whatever, or maybe even longer or whatever, as far as it like leading to the debate of who's the GOAT and all that stuff. So this is the first time we actually got Jordan's opinion on his fan base and some of the toxic energy that they bring, man. So check this out, man. Go ahead and put that in the people face. All right. So this is from High Note on Twitter. He tweeted this out. He said, "This is insane." Michael Jordan told NBC that his main reason for collaborating with the network is to address the toxic energy that his own fans have brought to the NBA culture. He wants to kill the narrative that he was flawless, put an end to the 6-0 argument that they use against today's players, and get his supporters to stop disrespecting LeBron and other athletes from the modern era. So according to MJ, he's tired of people using him as a weapon to discredit the generations that came after him. It's shocking to hear that he doesn't echo the sentiment of his fan base, I should say, which is what many assume because of his silence about the subject. I mean, we'll get to it here. Let's read the rest of these. So check this out. It says, according to multiple insiders, Jordan is not returning to television to relive his 6 championships, nor to prop up the endless GOAT debates that fueled ESPN, YouTube debates, and barbershops for 2 decades. Instead, Jordan is coming back to dismantle the toxic narrative surrounding his name. Mike thinks the game has evolved. One longest time associate shared under condition of autonomy. But his fans haven't, and he sees that as a problem and a real problem. He says they act like I played every year, every game. I didn't. The narrative surrounding Jordan has often painted him as a flawless embodiment of basketball perfection, undefeated in the finals, unmatched in competitiveness, and standards by which all must be measured. And while Jordan never shied away from competition, he now believes that this one-dimensional portrayal has done more harm than good. He said it before in private. He said that said an NBC source that the narrative of 6-0 has become toxic. It ignores his losses. It ignores the teams that help him get there. And worst of all, it punished the greatness of today just because it's different. And last but not least, the shocking rebuke. Some of Jordan's most loyal fans are already spinning the news as a victory lap for nostalgia, but they couldn't be more wrong. Mike told us flat out. He said an associate close to the production. If hearing it from him is what it takes for these fans to stop disrespecting guys like LeBron, Steph, and even Harden, then so be it. He wants the game to move forward. This sentiment comes as a thunderous rebuke to the online subculture of Jordan defenders who have for years attacked every flaw of the modern game and held every superstar to impossible standards. All right, King, you heard what Jordan said, man. What's your take on this, man? What's your thoughts, man?
Bro, I almost shed a tear when I read this. At first, as I said before, Jordan is the hero we didn't know we needed, but we always had. And a lot of things Jordan has been doing recently for the game is just incredible. I didn't think personally he'd do it himself. I'm not gonna lie, based off of his reputation, what you get based off of seeing him from his personality, I guess what you can get from that. But it's been awesome. I was excited when I heard he was going to be like a special, I guess. What do they call
it? Correspondent or something like that?
Correspondent, yeah, probably so for NBC or something like that. I thought it'd be awesome to hear from Michael Jordan so you could actually respect his opinion on the game if you wanted somebody's opinion on the game to play the game. But Jordan wasn't the greatest at picking guys for the game. Shout out to Kwame Brown and all, but that's a different story. But guys that play the game know the game best, bro.
That's what I heard. I was told, but good.
But yeah, bro. We talk about this all the time. At least I do all the time. I have a LeBron jersey behind me. I love LeBron. I do not think he's the GOAT. I say it all the time. I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but that doesn't stop my love for LeBron's game. Like I don't see why you have to hate one player, one great player, to like another great player. Like the game is the game. That's ridiculous to put them against each other and like have these type of like ridiculous like standards or debates just to like 6-0. Like there's so many, bro. When I hear that, I'm glad he just put it to rest. Pause. 6-0. When people say that, I'm like, that is incredible. That's something that probably never going to be reached again, or we'll see. I don't want to say any record can't be broken. We'll see. But to discredit a guy then going to the finals like 10 times and all that stuff in his career and going to the finals damn near half of his career is foolish. To say, well, he should have lost in the first round instead. It'd have been better on his resume or something like that. That never made sense. So I can respect the same greatness with LeBron going to the finals, just like I can respect Jordan going to the finals and actually accomplishing winning the finals. Like both of them are great in their own right. Jordan did do more, I felt like, as far as his greatness, as far as winning. So that's why he's my GOAT and other things as well. But yeah, bro, like I said, it takes nothing away from Kobe, LeBron. I still have love for Larry Bird. I try not to. I think people are forgetting his name. I talk about him all the time. Magic Johnson still my dude. Like they're starting to forget about him. I feel like a little bit. I can just respect the game, bro. Like that's why we talk about like Tyrese Halliburton's and all that type of stuff. I can respect his game. I respect Anthony Edwards. You feel me? Like I can call Jason Tatum what he is. You feel me? You don't have to be the greatest player in the world, but I don't have to say he's trash because he's not trash. So that's just my overall take on the game. And I think that's from evolution of watching the game and being a fan of the game and understanding that I missed out on, former players before, because I say all the time, I wasn't a big fan of Kobe. Like I tried my hardest to be a Kobe hater, bro. When I was like, I didn't want to say I tried my hardest. I was a Kobe hater, but I tried my hardest not to like Kobe back when Kobe was a part of the Lakers and he had Shaq and all that. Like it was like, no way, Kobe's not that dude. There's no way it's this and this guy. He only does it because of Shaq and this and this. And then by the time I actually became a fan of Kobe, it's like, damn, I missed all those years of Kobe where he was just dominating with Shaq, just watching the game and seeing how it worked with him and his actual development. And I had to go back and actually watch those more to actually study that. But yeah, man, like the game's the game, bro. It's a lot of great players that bring things to the game. You may not like them. James Harden has brought something to the game. They changed the rule because of him. You feel me? Like you can't be trash if they change the rules because of you. You can exploit the game, but that means you know something other people don't know. So it is what it is, bro. But yeah, I love that Michael Jordan did this.
Man, I don't even know where to begin, bro. Look, we talk about, one of the things we say when we start the show is, we try to celebrate the game. Since I was a kid, man, I've been in love with basketball. Like, ever since my pops put a basketball in my hand, ever since he sat me down in front of a TV to watch a game, I've always been in love with the game, which is why, we talk about a lot of the old school games and stuff like that too. Because I always tell folks, the old school games is what shaped my understanding of today's game. Like me and King sitting there reminiscing about old games because, like I said, that type of stuff helped shape my understanding of the game, man. Like I was always one of those kids, man, or one of those people. I think a lot of us, like in our age, this is what we did, right? We heard about the Kareems and all those things, saying the Kareems, the Dr. J's of the world, the Moses Malones, the Ralph Sampsons of the world, you know what I'm saying? And we tried to like go and like, try to learn about these guys, man, so we can know what our fathers and stuff, our grandfathers or whatever we're talking about. Like we never really disrespected those guys, man, because for one, we never really saw them, right? So we try to learn, like, yo, I heard this guy can do this and that and this. And I remember like watching old ESPN classic games, you know what I'm saying, on ESPN with my pops, man. Like we would sit there watching old classic games and stuff. And just like I said, just kind of gain an understanding of the games of yesteryears, because The game didn't start in 90. You know what I'm saying? It started before that. So you gotta so the especially with like players like Larry Bird, like you said, and Magic Johnson, those guys kind of ushering in like the NBA that we know of today. Because before then, it was. I mean, the NBA was just like okay, it's a little sport you watch on TV or whatever, or recordings you watch on TV. The way you watch the game today started with those guys in the '80s, right? Where they weren't pre-recording those games anymore. You just watching them live and all that stuff. You talking about the way they marketed the league and all that stuff, the popularity of the league, all that stuff started in the '80s with those guys like the Larry Birds and the Magic Johnsons, and also it didn't hurt the league that the fact that they played in two of the biggest markets in the country with Boston, the two of the best teams at that time in Boston and in LA. It also helped boost up the league to where you see the league is today. And so, I've always liked to, I'm saying, like, give props to those guys from the yesteryears. You know what I'm saying? Like, I also like kind of going back to the days of the 90s. 'Cause I feel like the 90s really catapulted the league to where we see it today. I think I sent you that was a video or something like that. I think I sent you about the 90s or whatever, the NBA 90s. I think it was through the Score. I think they had did a little video on it or whatever, and I just found that interesting, bro. And so, but yeah, look, man, I talk about it before. You know how I am, bro. Just in general, like just life in general, man. Whether it be sports, it be movies, it be music, it be politics or whatever it is, man. Like in general, life is just toxic, man. It's very draining, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to the point like I don't really like hanging around on social media, man, because I feel like as time goes on, it gets worse and worse. More people, are looking. Trolls are more prevalent than they ever been. More people are looking to bash and down people for having different opinions. Like we can't have a civil discord anymore like we used to. You know what I'm saying? The fact that fandom is more standoffish than people coming together. That's really what fandom is, right? It's people sharing the same love for something. Like, but we can't do that anymore because everybody's against each other. Like I said, your opinion is dumb, my opinion is right, no matter if you're right or wrong or whatever. And it's just how it is nowadays, bro. And I can't really. I mean, yes, the fans they are an issue, when it comes to that type of stuff. But bro, we can't exclude national media and the newspaper. Not what can't say newspapers, like this national media in general, right? The news, whoever covers the sport or whatever, right? They have a lot to do with this. And I remember, man, we talked about Dan Labertard earlier, talking about ushering in the debate culture. It's like ever since we started the debate culture, that's kind of when this stuff started revving up, right? Like you said, guys like LeBron going to the finals 10 times. Nobody else has went there in modern NBA history, right? Going to the finals 10 times. And yet they down the dude for going 10 times but losing 4 because somebody went there 6 times and was undefeated or whatever. Like that is like you said, it is a great feat. Like I'm with you. Jordan's my GOAT. I actually watched this dude play. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my pops, man. When we had WGN, I was able to watch every last one of Jordan's games, man, when he played in Chicago. Either it would be on WGN or when he played on national TV. I was able to watch all of Jordan's games. So growing up, seeing this dude, man, and watching his career, you know what I'm saying, from like the 90s until now or whatever, I'm just lucky to be able to say I actually watched this dude play. And I'm also lucky to say that I'm able to say I watched LeBron throughout his career. You know what I'm saying? Because I think our age group, we're lucky that we got to see that. We got to see 2 of the greatest players of all time throughout their career, at their peaks, at their lows. We can sit there and say, like, yo, we saw them when they were at their greatest. We saw them when they were at their lowest, right? We don't have to have nobody tell us. We actually saw it for ourselves. And so that's why I say, like, I agree with you. I think you always talked about this. Like, I never understood why we got to this point where, I don't know when it started. I don't think I asked you this before. I don't know when it started where we build up Jordan. I got to knock LeBron down.
Why?
If I build up LeBron, I got to knock Jordan down. Why? Why can't we just enjoy greatness? Like you said, bro, I miss watching Dirk play. Yeah. Now, I didn't take Dirk for granted, but I feel like a little bit of me took him for granted. Like, I feel like I should have just really gave him the props and the stuff that he deserved a little bit more when he played compared to now. But, like, players like that, bro, I missed them, dude. I miss watching Kobe play. You know what I'm saying? I miss watching Reggie Miller play. I miss watching, Patrick Ewing play. I miss all these dudes playing, bro. Like, that's why I would tell folks, man, listen, instead of y'all just sitting there hating and finding the wrong in these guys, man, you got to take out the positive, bro, because once these guys are gone, you're not getting another one of those players.
I miss watching. I was just gonna say, I miss watching David Robinson play.
All of them. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan.
Yeah, David
Garnett.
Robinson was the problem, bro,
Like,
especially in the regular season.
And I feel like I didn't give these guys enough flowers. I mean, because I was a little bit younger, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit more entrenched in the game. Like, you know how it is. Your arch rivals, you ain't trying to get them no props. You hated them and all that stuff. But like you said, now that you're older, you kind of mature a little bit more. You know, you're like, dang, I kind of miss watching these guys play. I kind of miss the Garnetts of the world, or the Duncans of the world, the Chris Webbers of the world. You know what I'm saying? I kind of miss that.
That was you look at it now, it was the difficult boss in a video game or whatever. Like, that's just what they are now. Like, you respect them. It was like going to see going through Mike Tyson's Punch Out and all that, level by level.
But yeah, man, like I said, I don't know. I really feel like a lot of that came from how the media covers the sport. I've been saying that for the longest too. I tell you, the guy I watched the other day on TikTok had posted that video, and he was talking about we need to stop watching ESPN. And what he said was, he was 100% right. Like, what they do is they fixate on a certain thing that they know, for one, that they're going to get eyeballs, they're going to get ratings for, and all that stuff. And I remember, what's his name, man? It works with Dan Labertar and them now. He worked on ESPN, and he was a fun. What's it, man? Thank you. I remember he said this out of his own mouth on that show. He said, "Listen, they don't do stuff to be insightful. They do stuff to, one, rile up the people, to get folks talking about it online and going back and forth and arguing and threatening each other. I'm gonna kill you over this take that I got that you don't agree with, all that type of stuff. They said they do that on purpose, and people feed into that. And like you said, it's gonna take for us to stop watching these guys or whatever, right? But what we should say, my bad.
I was just saying, you said Anthony Edwards is baby Michael Jordan. So this year he can't be the face of the league with his lifestyle.
Yeah, like that. And bro, they play off the emotions of the people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like my pops always tell me, man, fans is short for fanatics. Yep. And you know what fanatics mean, right? Like you just, oh my God, this is you just really fixated, and you're really high on whatever it is that you like. Like I said, it could be music, it could be a movie, music, whatever it is, right? Like just really fixated on it, man. You're crazy about it or whatever, right? And so that's why I said, like, they do that on purpose, man, to build into it. And I think that they actually feed into the toxic energy culture, bro. They do. But like I said, the people just step back and kind of open their eyes. They see that, man. Then don't feed into them. You know what I'm saying?
We're watching them. They built Ant up to destroy him. That's what like they do.
Hold on.
We called it.
We said this last year. I said, like, King, I don't like this, man, because he Jordan. It's like, bro, y'all gotta stop doing it. Matter of fact, even Ant said
Ant. Yep, that's why we talked about earlier this year that Ant talked about he don't want to be the face and all that. Like, why would I want to be the face? Because I know what they're about to do to me. And look at what they're doing. Kendrick Perkins, one of the main guys, calling Anthony Edwards. Yeah, Michael Jordan and all of that is now he can't be the face of the league now. It can't be him and all. I'm like, bro, you're ridiculous, man. These takes are ugly, bro.
So, like you said, man, this is why I also hope too that NBC and Amazon, man, do they due diligence, man, when they cover. Like, if Jordan has that mind frame going into this, then I'm hoping that they build off of that. Like, y'all can be the true essence of the NBA. I could bring back that energy, that love for the game again. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, King. Like, when you hear that type of stuff every day, the toxic, the negativity, all that stuff every day, bro, you don't want to watch nothing, bro. Like, I was a kid, bro. I couldn't wait to get home and watch ESPN or whatever, right? Talk about the game. I couldn't wait till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I'm saying? To watch the games. Or I can't, bro. We had on our refrigerator the schedules, the national schedule for whatever game coming on nationally, and you have the Mavs schedule on our refrigerator, bro. I couldn't wait to watch the games. Hey, did you get your homework done? Did your mama check it? Okay, then now you come here and watch this game or whatever, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I miss them days, bro. Like, nowadays, like, I just don't really have the same energy like I used to, man. Because like I said, anything that you say, you're gonna have a gajillion people. You don't know ball. It's like,
yeah, I know we running on a rant right now, but I know you said something earlier I wanted to touch on. Pause. You said about the players back in the day when we used to watch players of the yesteryears or whatever like that. Like, we used to watch their games and try to figure out who our uncles, fathers, whatever, who used to talk about, and all those guys. When did it become cool to disrespect?
I have no idea.
Yesteryear though, like I never, like, so you can look at him and be like, damn, how many championships did he get? What did he do here? all right, let me try to figure out his accomplishment. Let me see what Dr. J did. And okay, let me see the level because y'all say great Elgin Baylor. I've never known to like Elgin didn't win any. I've never disrespect Elgin Baylor to be like, man, he trash and all like. And there's folks that live by Elgin Baylor. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why Oscar Robertson? Like, why are we doing that? When did it become cool? Like, and that's the going the opposite side of the LeBron fan and all. The toxic nature of the LeBron fan by doing that to like Michael Jordan. Like, bro, what? It's Michael Jordan. What are we doing here?
Just the same way I feel like some of the people who are loud online about certain comic book characters that ain't never picked up a comic book. That's kind of the same way I feel about some of the folks who loud online. They ain't never watched Jordan play. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we doing? Like I said, I never watched Elgin Baylor them play, but I've never disrespected him. Like I said, my pops and my uncles or whatever were telling me about this player. Like I said, as a kid, I want to know more about him. I want to know more about Kareem. His sky hood. Like you said, how many?
You don't know him.
I don't know him exactly. Like I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm getting older. I'm learning about him. Like I said, you got avenues that you can watch these guys. Shout out to Hoop Goats. So you can watch all. Yeah, matter of fact, I was sending you videos the other day. Mm-hmm. Old games, like just random games. Like why in the world would I could find a Bulls math game on some random YouTube game channel or whatever, right? Like you can do that stuff now, man. But like I said, it's easier for me to hear somebody say it than for me to actually just take the time and sit down and watch and learn for myself. And people don't want to do that. You just regurgitate it. Yeah, that sound about right. Yeah, he don't got no lift. Like, wait, what?
Dumb.
What to do? What to do that my whole life? Like I never seen him not have a lift. What we were talking about? You know,
dumb. You mean like James Harden driving 36 in Game 7? We can go. I need to pause. Yeah. You set it up to pause, bro.
Yeah, it should have been a pause. But like I said, man, that's another thing too. People don't listen to gain understanding anymore, bro. People listen to argue, and they automatically, like I said, they'll hear one. You could say 5 things, right? You say these 5 words. They'll take that one word out of it and build their own context to it. No matter what you said, you can say that I like dogs over cats. Why you hate cats?
Yep.
I didn't say I hate cats. What are you talking about?
You could say, man, my favorite animal is a dog. And be like, why you hate cats? Like,
why you hate gerbils? Like, wait, what? I didn't say I hate gerbils. What are you talking about? Can't build their own. Like I said, like that's what they heard. That's what they heard. Not exactly what you said, but what you heard. That's what people do nowadays, bro. Like I said, they always ready to argue. For everybody, ready to argue. You know what I'm saying? I've told you. I'm gonna say this last thing, then we can go on. Like I always told you. That's why I said, like nowadays, I don't talk sports and anything that I love with just everybody, bro. I've told you that. You have heard me say that all the time. I can't. Like you said, like, man, this person said this and that and this. King, that's why you can't talk sports with everybody. Just let them have their own little pocket of a conversation over here, bro. You stay away from that. That's how you keep your mental.
Hell yeah.
That's how you keep your blood pressure down. That's how you keep your energy in the positive, bro. Like you can't talk sports with everybody, bro. It's impossible. This ain't like back in the day. I tell you this all the time. When I first started this channel, I had the mind frame of how me and some of the cats I used to work with back in the day, it'd be like 20 of us in the break room in there arguing. It never got malicious. We in there arguing about a game or about a team or about a player or whatever, bro. But like I said, barbershop talk. You go to a barbershop, you argue about this stuff. It never gets malicious. We just in there having fun, debating about something. But nowadays, you can't do that no more, bro. Ain't no such thing as having fun with debates.
I know, bro.
But yeah, that's just my little 2 cents though, bro. But yeah, man. You ready to get to the next segment, bro?
Yes, sir.
If you're gonna get to the next segment, bro, you have to pause. We got a world record here, King. This is the first time we have 2 videos or 2 things for pause. Here's the first one. Shout out to Demond on this one. I told him he was going to talk about this.
That's growing in this league, the position that's starting to be extinct because there's not a lot of point guards no more. There's not a lot of point guards averaging.
What is Trae Young?
Trae Young is a good player. He's a good player. He's a good player in this league. He's a really good player.
All right.
What did he have?
Continued.
He was shooting 3-point. He wasn't a point guard. He just started passing the ball. He was shooting 40 point. He was shooting 40 points.
We'll say one thing. Marcus Morris is fitting right in on ESPN, ain't he?
Already.
What you think, man? Take it away.
I don't got one thing to say, but one question. I think I know the answer.
Mhm.
Hasn't Trae Young led the league in assists since he's been in the league?
Yeah. The dude's averaging, I think, 25 and 10.
Yeah, I think he's led like since 2018. I think he leads the league in assists.
No, he don't pass.
But you just learn how to pass.
He just learned to pass, I think, yesterday, I think. Or the day before yesterday, one of them. I can't remember. It's crazy, bro. I really want to know what the criteria is to work on ESPN, bro. Like when they, no, I'm serious. No, I'm serious though. When you interview for a position at ESPN, like what are the questions they ask you?
Nothing.
Like what do they tell you? What do they tell you that you gotta? What are the criteria? Like you go apply for a job and they tell you this is what you're gonna be doing.
Mhm.
This is what you gotta have. What is it for ESPN?
Personality.
Gotcha. Just be a personality. Don't
Yeah.
matter what. You can be 1,000,000% wrong. They don't matter, right? Just
The way they hire, as long as you have a personality, you could be a good doctor. You feel me? Like they don't ask any questions about your knowledge of the game. Like that don't mean anything. You just have to have a good personality. Well, I don't want to say a great personality as far as on the mic. That's how you have to be. You don't have to have any knowledge. It's not like a questionnaire or a test they have to take to know the game. Like
and ESPN disguises it and hides it by having an NBA player talk about it. So then it makes it feels like you have some kind of credibility. Well, I mean, if an NBA player says it, then it got to be true. That's not true though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Marcus Morris gonna definitely have to pause, bro, because that's being disrespectful, man. You played against this dude and you don't know what he can do. That's crazy. I'm guaranteeing you know what he can do if he's on that scouting report that you supposed to read every game. But
you played the game.
Gotcha. That's what I was told. This for you, Eric King. This your boy right here, man. You go ahead and read that for the folks, man.
Okay. Kendrick Perkins says you have to be a family man and married with kids to be the face of the league. Oh man. You got to check the boxes when you're the face of the league. Things outside the lines matter. Now, if you go down the list of all the faces of the league in the history of the game, you look at Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, LeBron, Steph. What did they all have in common? While they were playing in the league, they were all family men. They were all married with kids.
Take it away, King.
Larry was married with kids at first. Hold on. But also, my major thing is, did he really want to include Magic Johnson? I ain't trying to throw shots.
Well, no. This kind of remind me of what's the owner name? Patrick Dumont using Shaq as an example of hard work.
Yeah.
Two things. King, I'm gonna say this now that you get your point out. You were the main catalyst for building this man up, calling him the face of the league.
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn heel and throw this man under the bus. And when I say under the bus, you got rolled over all 16 wheels. You got rolled over. Like I don't understand it, bro.
He said, "What's that movie, Pet Cemetery?" Jeez,
bruh. I don't get it, man. But when you watch these people, bro, like it don't be like no trigger or like a red flag or a warning sign go off, man. When you listen to these guys, I don't understand why people still listen to these people. The only way you give these guys power is if you continue to keep watching them. I know we talked about, back 5 years ago, they talked about ESPN's like ratings and all that stuff slipping. And it's like, hey, you might want to help with that by stop watching clowns like this say some of the stupidest stuff, because you would have won champion for this dude to be the face of the league. Now all of a sudden he losing in the West Conference Finals, and now you just turn coat, like, you know what I'm saying, turn heel.
So I'm not like I said, I'm all for my brothers be able to do what you want to do. Do what you do, bro. I'm not for your personal life. I don't think that got anything to do with being the face of the league, first and foremost. But secondly, wasn't he one of the main ones advocating for Jason Tatum being the face of the league?
Yeah.
Is Jason Tatum married to LMA?
Nope.
They just get well, I mean, bro, I don't want to become a gossip show, but like, what the hell are we talking about? Kendrick Perkins is a fool, bro. He's a fool.
Yep. Baby Stephen A, bro. That's what he is.
He's a fool, bro. He's a hater and a fool. They got him over there. They got him.
Hey, he trying to get that Stephen A bag, man.
He trying to, bro.
Yeah, he gonna definitely have to pause on that too, bro.
Hell yeah.
But what was that brought to you by, man?
Playback. Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show. Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment.
Yes, sir. Listen, man, we gonna take a few questions and comments. I know we probably run on time here.
It don't even matter now. Let's go.
Yeah. So listen, man, if you got any questions or any comments, man, addressing me and King here, we ask that you hit us with the C, N as in Nancy, C in front of your question or your comment. We ask you to be respectful in the comment section, of course. We will take on all super chats first. And so far, King, we got one super chat here, man. Matter of fact, my bad, King. My bad. We got a shout out to True Classic.
Sponsored by True Classic.
On a weight loss journey and looking for a new fit, I'd like to tell you the story of a customer named Michael. See, Michael had already lost close to 30 pounds. He was looking for clothes that offered a more flattering fit. The True Classic fit. Naturally, I introduced him to our activewear.
Heads up.
He loved the softness, the stretchiness, and the moisture wickingness. Wickingness? At the end of the day, Michael walked out with 12 new active tees. Best of all, it allowed Mike to show off his progress. Instead of, hi, you're not Mike.
No.
Oh. So if you're like Mike here,
Still not Mike.
come to True Classic. We'll help you show off those gains.
You know what it is. Got that loop on. All right, man. Let's get to the questions and comments, man. We got look in the building. I got on We Talk Hawks TV with the $10 dono, man. He said, "What's good, my guy? What's good, Demond? What's good, man? Yeah, man. That boy Marcus Morris out here wilding and dowling out here, man." King said he ordered a jersey now. Maybe get that Knicks jersey, man, as soon as it show's over with. So shout out to
I made that Clippers one.
Oh, okay, all right. See, he's the one that Luke was cooking them in. I got you. But yeah, man, that's the one we got. Yeah, shout out to Demond, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Big J, he's a Glow Yard member. He said King knows that all my takes are hot fire. Dylon.
One more time.
Dylon.
There you go.
Let's see anybody else. Some people talking, but all right. Big J again says apparently Jay Will has a net worth of over 100 mil. He invested his NBA money in a venture capital company. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, okay. I think he partners with Kevin Durant in Boardroom.
Oh, I'm about to say with Chameleon. I was kidding. Let's see. Richard says he was a Glow Yard member. He says it was Hornets checks team. Why are you playing, bro?
Hey, Jeff Hornacek said nice though, Rich, man.
Jeff Hornacek was that shooter, man. For real.
Shout out. Which one was better, him when he was with the 76ers or when he was with Phoenix? I mean, with Utah.
Utah, bro. Utah. He got more points.
He was better with the Suns than he was for Phoenix,
with the Suns.
76ers.
76. Yeah, he was a better player with the Suns, as far as I think numbers wise. But I think he was the best player he could be with the Utah Jazz.
Utah, yeah, he fit perfectly.
Besides, John Stockton, he was the right two for John Stockton.
That right too.
Yeah. Richard also said Stockton played defense. Cliff doesn't, King. Nah, I can't disrespect. Chris Paul like that. Yeah, Chris Paul played defense.
That's what they were comparing Chris Paul to. It's John Stockton.
Yeah, Richard says Stockton, Nash, Kidd, and Russ are his top four.
Okay.
And he said Kyrie's 5. LOL.
Okay.
He also says I've seen Flat go supernova and not be able to miss or be guarded. He is one of the very few. Facts, Richard. He is.
I look at Kyrie more too, like a shooting guard too.
I do too. Richard also says, "Well, Jordan was an owner. Are you surprised?" Yeah. He also says, "Then LeBron and his fans shouldn't disrespect Russell and those plumbers and cops." I agree with you, Richard. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, like I said, just fandom in general is toxic, man. No matter who they rooting for.
Yep. Elsa Glowyard member. She says basketball was just about basketball back then. It was about the players and not about the TV personalities who covered the games. Facts. Big facts.
Oh man, L, you trying to preach today? I see.
Let me see.
Reverend L.
Richard says to Jay, I don't know about you, but I seen Kareem and LeBron both play all the ball I ever cared to see. 20 plus years is enough for anybody. LOL.
Oh yeah, Richard did get to see Kareem, man. So,
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah.
I never disrespect Kareem, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
I said, my pops talked about him all the time. I was never like one. He wasn't all that good. I'm watching highlights, like, yo, okay, I see what he's saying. Out of the highlights.
There's a reason why they feel the way about him. Like he was doing spectacular stuff as well. If there's if somebody was watching Kareem play and they got the nerve to say he better than Michael Jordan, there must have been some stuff Kareem was doing where you was like, yo, he's stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Like I doubt people would just yell that like for no reason. Al also says, I enjoy Clyde Drexler and Sean Kemp and players like that, even Dennis Rodman. His daughter is really great. Is a really great soccer player right now. She isn't as shown as he was, but still has a good game. Yeah, I know about his daughter being great at soccer. I heard about that like maybe a year or so ago. And Sean Kemp never won a ring. Clyde didn't win a ring as the number one guy. He won it late in his career before he retired. Like you could just respect. They both were nice. Like everybody,
definitely nice.
Everybody can't win a ring. If everybody can win it can't happen. So somebody's going to be left out. That's the way stuff is. That don't mean everybody that does not win a ring is trash.
Facts.
And last but not least, we got one more foul. She says, I remember when people said Luka needed to get married and have a baby to mature, and they still say he isn't an MVP. Yeah, I mean, he been exactly. That's what I was thinking too. He was already married last year. No, why they didn't give him the MVP?
Yo, don't come here speaking facts.
Speaking big facts.
All kind of facts.
Richard says, didn't say Kareem. Said he wasn't good. Just don't ever want to watch him play. I was done when he was. LOL. Yeah, Richard. I didn't think you were saying Kareem wasn't good. Nah, I've never heard nobody say Kareem was good. Unless they was some new person a young person trying to like troll or something like that. But I've never heard nobody.
Yeah, I know for a fact they never watched Kareem play. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's gonna probably do it for us tonight, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Once again, rocking with your boys for another episode of Cap and Crown. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, into NBA content, we ask that you guys follow us here, man, as we have shows every Monday and Friday, guys. Follow us here. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Everybody, please get them likes up for us tonight. So we got a nice little number of people watching today. We definitely appreciate that, man. Also, too, man, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, follow us here, man, by hitting that join button right there next to the subscribe button. We have a show every Friday morning for the members of the channel. So you guys can join us here on Fridays, man, by simply hitting that join button, man, and becoming a member of the channel. Everybody definitely will be much definitely appreciated. Also, too, follow me on my other channel, Cuz We Geeks, where we talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We got a show this Saturday morning. We had a show on Tuesday. We were talking about some of the latest news surrounding the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out next July, I think Cuz said. So we talk about that type of stuff. It's gonna be a lot of stuff we talk about this coming up Saturday, man. It's a lot of news that dropped. I think there was so Batman and Deadpool got a crossover comic. DC and Marvel are back again with their crossover series. We haven't seen that, man, since the early 2000s.
Shout out to you, boy. Sent you that message.
But no, when I saw that earlier. I said, matter of fact, I sent that to Cuz earlier. But the day before, I think you sent that. You sent it that morning. I sent it to him like that night. When I saw it, I was like, at first I thought somebody made that up. But then when I saw where it came from, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's legit. I was thinking the same thing when I first saw it. I was like, oh shoot, okay.
Well, yeah, because they had announced, I think last Comic-Con that they were going to do Marvel and DC were going back to the crossovers like they used to.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just didn't think that was going to be the first two, but man, whew.
Yeah, that's gonna be
that
should be cool and funny at the same time. That should be good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read that issue. The first was Batman and Deadpool, man. So that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
But King, is there anything else I'm forgetting, man?
Share, and more share, guys. A like is the equivalent of a share. Help us out to our next goal of 5K subscribers. To all the Mad fans that still rock out with us and all, please share this, like it. Please hit the like button as we try to enter a new algorithm for more NBA fans like yourself. We will still talk about the Mavericks. We want to talk about the Indiana Pacers, the OKC Thunder, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Chicago Bulls, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everybody, y'all. So if you're a fan of any of those teams, you're a fan of NBA content of the present and the past as well. Like we talk about a lot of old school games as well. You're in the right place. Please hit that subscribe button. Please like, please share this channel. Help us get to our next goal, y'all. Other than that, please follow me on my other channel. We Talk Combats, where we talk about all things combat, sports, and entertainment. We had a show this past Sunday about the past, Saturday night's main event and Raw and SmackDown. We'll have an upcoming show this upcoming Sunday as well. We'll talk about Raw and SmackDown that passed this week, but we'll also give a prediction for what is that coming up? Can't remember the PLE. Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, it's about to come up. It's a PLE every damn week almost. But follow us over there. We're trying to get to our first goal of 500 subscribers over there. And other than that, yeah, man, join us Friday if you're a member, and Monday if you aren't.
Shout out to Black, man. Black Noir in the building.
Oh shoot, I see him. My guy.
But yeah, man, listen, guys, like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, joining us once again for another episode. Members, we will be back here on Friday, man. So y'all join us here on Friday. Everybody else, we will be back Monday for the recap. And with all that being said, man, it is your boys Relle and King of Cap and Crown. Well, we just here, man, to celebrate the game that we love, man. That's the NBA. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. This little tidbit right here, man. Cap and Crown.